ready to do this?
Ready to rock and roll, yeah.
Colin, we're here. Finally, the road to Laguna Seca. That's the Penske number 6 Mark Donahue Javelin. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's a pretty noisy little car.
Yeah, it is.
Here, you know? How about all the cars around here? Well, I think there's 400 cars. 400 cars out here at
It's
Laguna
absolutely
Seca,
amazing.
WeatherTech Raceway here for the 2025 Rolex Reunion. It's pretty cool. Just the smells and the sounds. If you're a car nut, there's no better place to be right now than Laguna Seca. What's caught your eye? What do you see here? Whoa! The GTRs are standing tall, man. Our guys have got these things dialed in. It's pretty funny with these cars because you always have to take all the front bodywork off to do anything. So when they're kind of hanging around in the pits, they always look so, you know, what's that? Oh, I don't know.
They're coming apart.
Right, they're coming apart, right? So it's pretty wild. It just, it's like a, what's that movie, Transformers, you know? It's like...
Well, you know, in the modern day cars, they go in and do all this fine tuning and final adjustments with computers. And while we have some computers that'll tell us what they're doing, to actually fix them, you're not going to go in and just do that. You've got to fine tune with, you know, whether it's the carburation or the fuel injection, the timing, all of that's still very old school on these, very analog, and how they have to address those things, getting them in their prime performance.
It's such a world stage. I mean, just when you start thinking about how you get here, I mean, it's just, we came, what was it, 5,000 miles across the United States, partly from South Florida, at our organization in Central Virginia, made the trek across the United States. 2 different rigs came up and they wied in around Amarillo, Texas, and they kind of joined up and
Found each other
and kept on going. But just getting into the state of California, you know, with trucks and commercial licenses and all the stuff you have to carry and a lot of restrictions, it is, you know, just to get here is such a relief, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's interesting you said about the preparation. I mean, when you start thinking about what you have to do to get the car even into the Rolex Reunion, you know, they have the classes generally by what, every 10 years, right? You got
Right.
the old timers, then you have the 50s, the 60s, 70s, 80s, the 90s, right? And slightly beyond in the top class. As far as the newer cars being in the top.
Our cars are in the 80s group, the Hurley Haywood Trophy group.
That's right. IMSA, Hurley Haywood, 90 up to 91, right?
Right,
So
right.
81 to 91. And then like, just every detail of the car is scrutinized by the acceptance committee. So you have to have like, is the car period correct? Is it still have its original shock absorbers? You know, in the style that they were in 1987, for example, in my car. Or the placement of the decals and stickers and the sponsorships and the livery in that time period. Do we match up? So you think, like, how serious are they? Well, they come around with the picture that you said was your car in 1987, and they look at it and they have to sign off on it. And they have a dozen other things that they check over on the car to make sure the car is compatible and does your car meet these requirements?
Well, you know, these cars have they've lived a life. You know, they raced in the day. But somebody else, they've been through a couple of different owners at this point in restoration processes. And I know, you know, my 36 car at one point had like a 3-liter motor when it was running, whether it's PCA club racing or whatever it is. But to get ready for this, you know, we have to go in and we have to research. We have to find the right kind of 2.25 liter Audi engines. Fortunate to be able to find one that was with the car. Just takes a lot of effort. It takes a team to be able to put together all the original, you know, pieces that you have to find to get a car prepared to be accepted to an event like this.
It's what actually makes it special in a sense, right? It's not just anything. It's a specific set of cars that set the standard, set the bar for, you know, that era of car, right?
Right.
And also you have to have what? Some good sportsmanship. You have to have a recommendation from you know, your current license holder that says, hey, the guy's got his head screwed on and he belongs out here with all these other cars. 400 cars, big groups. I think our group has 32 cars on the track at one time.
Right.
You know, and it's a lot of responsibility. There's a lot of dollars invested in every one of these cars.
Well, every one of these groups probably has a car that qualified that may not be absolutely perfect. Every one of these groups is going to have maybe a $40,000 or $50,000 value car that has value, and maybe another one that's worth $2.5 million that you're out there competing with. All the different cars competing in the different groups. So it's about seeing the cars together on the track, but you've got to be responsible and you've got to be careful and you got to have fun. I mean, the fans want to see the cars doing what they were designed to do, but they make sure that people that are bringing, not only do they have the right car, but do they have the right ability to be able to make the event a success.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
And that's one of the great things about why they use HSR to manage an event like this. They use the tech and some of the race control and scrutineering and all that sort of stuff to make sure that the event goes well. HSR is a world-class organization owned by IMSA now that makes sure that the cars have no contact and there's good people with their heads screwed on that are out there competing. So thanks to HSR and their part in this historic weekend here.
This year, their focus, every year they have a different focus. This year is the,
What is the focus?
75th anniversary of Formula One. Huh. I mean, it's just incredible. So you can walk over into the paddock and see a Formula One car from every generation, from back in the beginning all the way to Max Verstappen's Red Bull car is sitting right over there. It's incredible what you can experience and see when you come out to a thing like this.
So I noticed you have some different clothes on today. So what's hazardous sports?
Well,
we did a feature on that recently.
Yeah, we did. This is Mike Potapow. He's one of our customers, one of our racers. And, you know, his car is right here, ready to go.
It's the only hazardous sponsored car, right?
Right.
Not a team car,
Right.
hazardous sponsored car. Here, number 22 from the Hazardous Sport days in the Grand Am 24-hour Daytona, right? 2005. And then it later did the Watkins Glen race, again as a sponsored car with Team Hazard. Very cool.
Just incredible.
Yeah.
Mike just got here, actually. He's excited and ready to go.
That's good. What goals do you have in mind out there on the track, Garrett? What are you thinking about?
Well, my number one goal is for the end of the week for this car to be running and looking just like it looks right now. That's the biggest trophy we've got, right?
I think getting the car back in the trailer is pretty darn special to me.
That's right.